special. I'll reminisce something rare. So I'll be special and I'll be there with a smile and a ribbon in my hair. To be a girl they notice takes more than a fancy dress. So I'll be noticed because I'll dress with a smile and a ribbon in my dresses.
Hello. Welcome to Derry,
Podcast.
part 1.
Yes.
So we're going to do a special episode today, reviewing Welcome to Derry. We're at the halfway point, 4 of the 8 episodes.
We're at 5.
This past one was 5.
Yeah.
So we're at 5, so we're a little bit past the halfway mark. Talk about what we liked, our theories, where we think the show's going to go. Go over some key characters who we've noticed so far, who these people are in relation to the movies. First off, so far, Justin, 5 episodes. How do you like it?
Yeah. Fuck.
Can we say greatest show of the year?
For me personally, I would say so.
I think so.
You know, I'm not really. It's hard for me to get like into TV series nowadays. You know what I mean? The Walking Dead was probably the last one that I was like, oh, the new episode comes out on Sunday. I got to make sure I'm, at home to watch it.
I think the last one for me was probably Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, never seen it.
Yeah, that was my favorite.
But me being a horror guy, I love it. Love everything about it. And everything that they do in the TV show is like they're not going outside of they created this kind of this realm, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever they do, it's not like, oh, they're screwing up the character, or they're screwing up the story, or they fucked up Pennywise. Pennywise in the show is just as diabolical as he is in the movie.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that we get a TV series, you know what I mean? Like, because we have like hours and hours of content of Pennywise. It's not just, an hour and a half movie that, once we see it, the only thing we can do is go back and watch the same thing over and over again. It's not like a series where it's something different every time we watch it. And I got to tell you, after that first episode where, they introduced the characters Eurus and Phil and his sister Susie and Lily and I forgot the other girl's name, the kid of the movie guy who owns the movie theater.
Oh, starts with an R.
Yeah, Ronnie.
Rhonda? Ronnie.
I like the fact that, well, first and foremost, it was like, that first episode, they kind of like, okay, these are the characters, and they almost gave you a sense of, okay, these are going to be the kids that, you're going to go along for the ride with in this series, and then you find out they all get just fucking
slaughtered,
ripped apart and murdered. And
by the way, if you haven't watched the show, there will be spoilers. Obviously, we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff, so continue with caution.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But since then they've kind of calmed down. You didn't, like, well, I don't want to get attached to this character too much because I don't know if he's going to get his arms ripped off 2 episodes from now. But
I like that they started the first episode big like that. Like,
sure. Oh God.
It was like first episode, just slaughter.
Yeah.
And then like the following like 2 episodes, nothing really happened. It was more like an explanation, but they still kept the aura of Pennywise, like he's lurking.
Well, it gave you that sense of like nobody's safe.
Yeah.
And like they're like it kind of like it was genius because they introduced the characters as if they were going to be our characters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just like that, they're gone in
Yeah.
one episode.
And you're just like, what?
I can't trust you guys to keep these kids around, the new batch, you know,
Yeah.
Obviously with the exception of Will, because we know he's a part of the Hanlon bloodline.
Yeah.
And obviously he has to get married or, you know, have a child in order for Mike to be born for the events of the next movie.
Yeah.
Or the events of the movie. But I like the direction that it's going with everything. You know, the fact that they were able to hold off and not like really oversell us with Pennywise, like
Yeah.
right from the get-go. They waited until the fifth or, you know, the fourth and fifth episode to really kind of show them at least him as the clown form. And I got to say, first and foremost, we'll talk about the most recent episode here. The way it started with Maddie coming out of the tent. Whoa.
Yeah.
You know
I
what
was
I mean?
mind blown. Like,
Crazy. I'm like, but it
what
also.
a good story. Like, I
man.
found my way out the tunnels.
Yeah.
And
I could tell something was off with him, though, just because of the color. His skin
Yeah.
was off.
like gray.
Yeah.
It's like dead.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And you would, okay, you've been in the sewer, you've been underground. You would expect him to kind of be covered in dirt and kind of wet. He wasn't any of that. You know, his
Yeah.
hair was longer than, you know, I don't know how long he had been missing for up to that point. A couple
I
months.
think it was almost a year at that
Was
point.
it? Yeah. Okay. But still, I mean, logically, it probably didn't make like they threw him on the screen and us as, you know, viewers, oh my God, it's Maddie. Like, what is he going to tell us? Instead of thinking logically, like, wait a minute, he's been down there a year. The hell's he been eating? Rats?
Yeah.
I doubt that. You know, something's not right here. And if you couldn't tell by the color of his skin that something wasn't right, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I loved how they did that. You know, they took a character that was a trusted character to the characters that we have now and
That
kind of used him to lure them back down into the sewer.
that transformation from Maddie to Pennywise though,
Oh, man.
was
So bizarre.
like one of the best.
Oh, yeah.
Like develops into a character. It was great.
Yeah. And I like when Pennywise goes after the military guys and he's like like a skeleton version of
Oh, yeah,
Uncle
that's-
Sam.
that's pretty
It was
sick.
awesome. So cool. It was a little like, whoa, that's bizarre to see. The Neibolt house, like the actual house itself,
Yeah.
in the same
It's
fashion
Same
as it was
condition.
in the movie.
Yeah. Same condition. Same. The well looked the same.
Yeah. And I like the fact that, so, you know, as a longtime fan of the franchise, you know, dating back to the original movie with Tim Curry and all those characters, I never read the book because I was a little, you know, kind of too young to like really sit there and want to read a long ass book like that. Still to this day haven't read it. Will probably never find the time to read it. So I don't know how in depth they go with Pennywise and his origin, like within the book, if there even is one. But one thing as a fan that I've always wanted has been like an origin of Pennywise. Like, where did he come from? How did he get here? And the fact that they're explaining that kind of in these episodes with the Native American tribes.
Yeah.
I think that's really, really cool to do. And as a fan, it's really awesome to see that, you know, because we're getting more and more. And it's not like, you know, oh, well, you know, they're explaining, you know, Michael Myers or they're explaining Jason or Freddy. Like, this is Pennywise. Like, anything because of what he is, an interdimensional being.
Yeah,
it
what
could
he's
be anything.
always been.
Yeah.
He's whatever.
Exactly. So it could be anything. You know what I mean? And so I'm excited to see where everything goes from here. Now, I've got to think that, and we've talked about it like personally before. They've in the movie they only touch on what 3 different time cycles: the 60s, the 30s with the Bradley gang, and then like I think they said something about the 1800s.
Yeah, it was the Easter fire.
Yeah,
Isn't that
at
it was the Easter fire, the Bradley gangs? That's what they're gonna go back to.
But they said something prior to the fire, the Easter egg hunt, dating back to like the 1800s, like the Western. You know what I mean? And like, okay, well, that would be 4 cycles, which I mean, they give us 4 seasons, you know. But with the success that this series is already trajecting to go in that direction, not only is that going to open the door for more people to want to make horror shows, like the Crystal Lake with Jason Voorhees. He's getting his, I think, 26 sometime.
Yeah.
I heard rumors of a Halloween Michael Myers.
Haddonfield.
Yes.
Welcome to Haddonfield.
Something like that. Yeah, which would be awesome to see, you know. But I've got to think after 4 seasons, if it's like one of the best shows, best rated shows, I can't imagine they're going to stop there and be done with it.
Yeah.
I think that they will go and it's something that we're going to have to see, like in the last episode when the cycle ends. How does it end? Does, you know, do they stop Pennywise like how the Losers Club in the movie stopped them? Which to me will explain a lot to us.
Yeah.
For instance, if this group of kids in Welcome to Derry ends up like defeating Pennywise, like the Losers Club did,
then we know that the Losers Club didn't actually kill him.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was just thinking
exactly.
That'd be pretty cool.
So then we'll get something, and like I've mentioned before in the past in some other Stephen King books, prior to or after the events of the Pennywise book, there's a couple other books out that mention that Pennywise is still alive.
Yeah.
They just defeated him before his cycle ended, and you know there's rumors that he can never be defeated. He can never be killed. So we'll have to see where it goes. I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm a lot bummed out because we're down to our last 3 episodes and then they're finished. What is it? 8 or 9 episodes?
I think it's 8.
Well, crap. Then we're down to 3, 6, 7, 8.
Yep.
I can count. Yes. So, you know, we're gonna have to see where it goes from here. I don't think. Okay, so we know Mike will stay. I'm sorry, Will. We know Will's gonna stay alive.
Yep.
And we've talked about this before again. Ronnie, I feel like there's a strong chance that could be Mike's mother.
Yep.
Who ends up dying in the house fire in, you know, the story in the movie. So there's a good chance those two stick around. Lily, I've never heard any mention of any Lily in the original movie or in the new movie. So what happens to her? Does she move out of town? You know what I'm saying? Does she get out of the town?
Or she's in Juniper Hills.
What happens to the little Eduardo kid who I like? I like him a lot.
Yeah,
Kid who talks a lot.
I think he'll probably end up, unfortunately, dying.
If anybody's expendable, it's the girl. It's Lily's friend, one of the patty cakes.
Yeah,
forgot her name. Marge.
Yep.
Yeah, Marge. If any of them are expendable, I think Marge would be, but she's already had her experience. with the bug eyes that I told you had
That
me
was very cool.
screaming.
That's another thing that I like about what they do in the show. Like a lot of times with shows like this, people are like, "Oh, you'll never believe me. You'll never believe me," and the other people never believe it.
Yeah.
Like you're crazy.
Yeah.
In this show, it's like every episode, someone's like, "Wow, yeah, you're right."
Yeah. Yeah.
Whether it be,
Marge,
Hanlon,
Will. Yeah.
Will, like how Will was telling his dad,
Even his dad experienced it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is huge.
Leroy.
Yeah.
Like he started believing, and then the mom, Charlotte, the mom, started believing. Like all these people are starting to believe it. And then can we just go on the record and say the Bowers family is Pennywise? Or cursed by Pennywise?
Yeah, there's no question about
that's
it.
3 generations of dirtbag cops.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
I mean,
we don't know
the
about
Bowers kid was never a cop, but he was the fucking dirtbag.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, okay. His Henry Bowers' old man was kind of a prick because he was strict with him. But I don't know enough about Henry's dad, like the sheriff in the new movie.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about him. They don't give us enough context, at least.
Just that he's abusive.
We just get the idea that he's very abusive,
dirty cop.
Yeah. I wouldn't even say dirty. I would just say an asshole, like a drunk. You know what I mean? Maybe because of the way his father treated him, and we know because his father is the chief in this one, so we know he's kind of affected. But that little skit where the Native American elders were having their meeting about what's going on with the government interfering in their territories and whatnot. They said the animal sheds, the creature sheds, and its discharge has contaminated the water supply. And
yeah.
And that is the reason for everybody kind of being
hostile.
Yeah.
Assholes.
Suspicious. Yeah.
Because you kind of realize that everybody's kind of Lily's mom is verbally
abusive, doesn't want to believe anything she tells her, and even after the events of her father getting blown up and that stuff, her mother should be supportive of what her daughter is doing, not just supportive but involved in what she's doing.
Instead they're she's just get over it.
Yeah. Ugh.
He's dead.
I'm gonna take my pills so I can fucking forget about you. Ugh.
Yeah.
So you can definitely tell she's affected by it.
Well, they make it a good known thing that at least it's known for me that Derry is an affected area because they say when you leave Derry, you have no recollection of the place. And then the closer you get to Derry, the more you remember.
Yeah, the chief said that.
Pennywise lives off fear of just enough of knowing that he exists to the small amount of people that knows.
Yeah,
is enough for him to affect the entire town. Basically, his town.
And another thing that I thought was cool that I liked was at the end of the episode, towards the end of the episode, when Pennywise is going after Lily and turns into like he's about to just eat her.
Yeah.
And he just freezes and stops, and that artifact is glowing under the water.
Yeah.
I really want to know about that. I want to know how they're going to stop him with that.
That's got to be the main piece of shard.
One of them or something.
Unless it was just an extra piece that they had and they pass it down for generations.
Well,
Or
they said
didn't
what's her name was the keeper, Rose.
yeah.
She was like the keeper, like of it was like in her bloodline was like directly involved in that particular pillar to guard, I guess.
Right. That was the story of like the mom went in to get
her
whatever.
daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Pennywise
There's like a whole battle.
turned into a fucking moose.
Yeah.
And like slaughtered the whole tribe. Good
Yep.
Lord.
Yeah.
It's like, but it's funny to me because it's like, okay, Pennywise turns into like the young Daniel is telling the story to, Rose or whatever, and he's like, it turned into what we feared the most. And it's like there's a giant moose in the fucking woods, like, damn, that tribe was like so brutal and they were warriors. They feared a moose. They feared moose.
Yeah.
Like, that's what they should have been like, okay, there's a moose. Let's go fucking take that thing down with like 40 spears and tomahawks and shit. But I'm not gonna lie, that moose did look evil as fuck, and
Did kill him.
it killed the whole fucking tribe, and that's pretty wild. And my Mike tells me all the time, he's like, "Ugh, Jason can kill anybody, Jason Voorhees," and I'm like, like he couldn't kill Pennywise. Yeah, he could. He can regenerate. I'm like, Pennywise can literally be anything.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Pennywise, out of the movie monsters, Pennywise is probably, I would say, the most unbeatable between him and Pinhead, but that's for another day. Very well done series so far. Character development is phenomenal. All the characters are very well done. General Shaw in the military is actually James Remar. I don't know if you know him or not, but he was in the Warriors movie, the original Warriors movie, in the Warriors gang, kind of like a hard ass anarchist of the group.
He was in a bunch of other stuff too, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, Leroy Hanlon. Excited to see where this is going to go. Ricardo. It's not Eduardo, it's Ricardo.
Ricardo, yeah.
Kid.
It was a
That was
Ricardo.
close. That was close. So
Trying to remember how the what were your thoughts on what they did with the Ronnie's dad and the white Ingrid? Ingrid being the white woman that he was sleeping with.
And it's crazy. And I have it's like, oh man, like I have all these different theories, and this is one too. Her last name is Kirsch. She's married to the butcher that we seen in like the second episode. Remember when Miss Hanlon, the butcher, seemed like a real nice guy. When Lily went to her house and they were talking at the kitchen table, and he stepped like in the background in the shadows,
asking where his
dude. I'm telling you, I could have sworn I seen like a Pennywise grin on his face, almost like.
I just noticed that his eyes were kind of shining a little bit.
And then of course comes out of the shadows to be an asshole,
Yeah,
don't overcook my steak again,
Even at that part.
Go figure. The butcher is bitching at his wife not to overcook his steak.
Yeah.
He should be the one that.
When he said that, Taylor goes, "Dick."
Yeah, well, it's the truth,
Funny.
But that name Kirsch really stands out because when Beverly, the adult Beverly in the second movie, goes back to visit her dad, attempts to visit her dad, the woman who answers the door, her last name is Kirsch.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to think, is this going to play into something at all? The name Kirsch, and I think I mentioned that to you before.
What
the
if
second episode.
What if the lady that answered the door that was Ingrid?
I'm starting to think that
maybe they're both infected.
Yeah, like because they said like the town is becoming more aggressive, by the water,
Yeah.
drinking it, bathing in it, whatever they're doing. So you got to think like if you consume enough contaminated water, is there a chance that Pennywise can just control you like a puppet at any given time whenever he feels need to?
Maybe.
So maybe she is somebody that we see in the second movie, because I'm telling you,
We see with Maddie how good he is at, blending in what he is.
Yeah. Yeah.
They all believe that Maddie was Maddie.
Yeah. Fuck, I believed it for like 30 seconds until
because it's weird that it seemed like Pennywise targeted Lily. Like he could have cornered any one of those kids, and he targeted Lily.
Well, to be honest, probably the same reason I think she's out of the group. She might be like the weakest minded person, constantly going to the nut house, freaking out over, she seeing her dad in the grocery store, having these episodes almost every episode.
Or
she has a scene.
Or he's targeting her because she's one that got away.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It just seems like, I know things are going to happen to her the most because she is the main character, like one of the main characters. Yeah. But it just seems like all the negative things are targeted more towards her.
Yeah.
Like she's got the aggressive mom.
No father.
No father.
Being haunted by that.
Yeah.
The accident.
Easy to
feeling responsible for her father's death. So she could very, very easily be an easy target for Pennywise to prey on, Yeah. Even if she is strong mentally, she still has those demons.
Yep.
So there is a good chance that, and you've seen the episode. I mean, it was her plan that eventually led them all down into the sewer.
Yeah.
So Pennywise is like working her, starting to get her mind going. It's like, it's okay if we come across an evil clown. I got these drugs we can take, guys.
Yeah.
Take 3 apiece. I'm like, whoa.
They all fucking tripped
like,
out.
You got like $50 in pills right there, But
I want to know what happened to what was that? Hanley?
Oh,
because they never really showed what happened. Well, he came out of the sewers and like looked over, and he was standing over, like
Dickie.
over yonder.
Dickie, he's coming for you, Halloran.
So it's going to be kind of neat to see what they do with him.
Man, his scene with his grandmother and grandfather was just, you knew it was Pennywise working him, but it was like, and again, the box, like what
does that mean?
Yes. Like, what does that do? What is that like? Obviously Halloran's got some sort of a psychic power to where it concerns Pennywise, because when Pennywise seen him when, he was down there, and he's like, who are you? And
maybe he's going to be one of the key people in the next series. Maybe they're going to explain some more of that.
Well, 27 years, they could touch base on him being younger, I guess. How old is he in the series right now?
Well, when he was in the bathtub, like that scene, that was him as a kid. Yeah. It was just him.
Yeah. I'm trying to think like mathematically, like how old is he now?
Probably, he looks like he's in late fucking 20s, early 30s.
So if he's like late 20s and it was like 27 years prior, he'd only had been like a baby.
I don't know.
Or something.
Or maybe that's something that they explained in the last.
Or maybe it'll be somebody like within his, like, maybe it won't be necessarily him, but it'll be somebody like maybe like a younger version of his grandmother.
Or he mentioned something about don't be like talking in each other's heads, so he probably got it from his grandma.
Yeah. So maybe it'll be like his grandmother at like when she was a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Well, it doesn't really add up either.
We're reaching.
Yeah. Trying to create narratives.
Yeah. Maybe we should just write for the show. We should call in or email in and be like, hey,
Fuck it up completely.
listen to this idea.
Check this out.
They just email us back, leave us alone.
So Bigfoot comes out of the woods and says, yada, yada, yada. Goes back. That's it.
Game over.
Yeah.
The end.
You got yourself a TV show. Yeah, Sunday night, next episode comes on. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. They should release an episode tomorrow just because it's Thanksgiving. But Stranger Things comes out.
We'll have to deal with Stranger Things.
That'll be a whole different thing. We'll have to. Jesus God.
A friend of mine was telling me that they are every episode has like a drawback episode where like episode 1 of this new series, if you watch it and then go back to like season 1 episode 9 and watch it, they'll kind of like explain how each character is going to be involved and or dies.
Yeah.
So I told him I want him to like write it down, let me know what it is. We can do like those reference points, stuff like that. But I'm excited for it. I hope that they don't butcher this last season because everyone's been fucking waiting for it.
Yeah. I mean, it's been so long that, like, honestly, me personally, I'm just like, whatever. You know, like, I didn't even know it was coming out tomorrow until you told me. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right. It is, you know. I'm so invested in Welcome to Derry that, honestly, nothing else matters. No other TV show matters right now but Welcome to Derry.
I don't even eat.
Don't.
I eat, I sleep Welcome to Derry.
That's it. Yeah, I watch it Sunday night, and then I rewatch it or listen to it Monday morning. Preferably listen to it because I can't, you know, just stand there and watch, you know, TV shows at work. Yeah, but yeah, great show. And I think one of the biggest points is that it's Andy Muschietti that is directing, you know, and producing this show, who did the movie, because it's everybody who loved the movie will love the you know.
It was
love the
pretty
show.
pretty key to have him.
Yeah, him and his wife.
So yeah, that's our small brief episode of Welcome to Derry.
Yeah, we'll do more. We'll do more.
If you don't watch it, watch it. If we ruined it for you, apologies.
Yeah, we
just love it so much we had to talk about it.
Yeah, we don't get an opportunity to get on here once a week to discuss the new episode and, you know, theories at the time. So, you know, we do what we can with the time that we have. And so our next episode will probably come at you.
Probably the finale. We'll do a part 2 finale for you guys, talking about the last 3 episodes.
You think 3 weeks?
I mean, we gotta talk our sports.
Yeah.
People follow us for our sports.
Yeah, our sports is where it's
our
at.
Sports talk is just, that's what's driving home the numbers, man. That's what's paying the bills.
Because people in Detroit love listening to 2 non-Detroit Lion fans talk about the Patriots and the Bills. And how...
By the way, how the Patriots have won 6 Super Bowls and the Lions have never even been to one.
And the Bills have cool jerseys.
Yeah.
Crickets. Anyways.
Cool jerseys.
Cool
but
quarterback.
Yeah, cool. Cool quarterback. MVP quarterback. But yeah, we'll get back on here again in a couple weeks, discuss the current episodes of Welcome to Derry, and probably, as Phil said, come at you with a series finale episode to wrap up the series in its entirety. Again, sports talk on the way.